This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'd like to be joined by beefy Liam Smith, who just concluded the press conference ahead of his ring return on Saturday night. Liam, first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Good, very good. You?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Now, let's talk about the press conference. We've seen yourself and Anthony. No fireworks or anything like that, but a few little words back and forth. Do you ever take anything from press conferences and things like that?
No, not really. Obviously, they're all for media stuff. I don't take nothing. Obviously, I know he's been away for 10, 12 weeks training, and the same with me. So, no, I don't take nothing by them.
Joe McNally notably had a few words up there. He was mentioning the fact that he feels Anthony skipped the queue to get this fight and stuff like that. Does your attitude toward this fight sort of echo everything Joe was saying up there?
Yeah, but I echoed that 12 weeks ago. Once the fight was on, all that's irrelevant to me. You know, all that is, whether it should be here or shouldn't be here, is gone. Once the fight was made, once the fight was a done deal, I was switched on to Fowler.
I spoke to your brother Callum yesterday and he said you've really had the bit between your teeth going into this fight. Does it bother you when you're constantly hearing people talk about desire and talk about inactivity and things like that?
Yeah, it bothers me, obviously. It bothers me that, like, you know, a lot gets made, like Anthony's this fucking dedicated beast that, like, you know, no other fighter is. It baffles me. You know, we're all dedicated. Desire. We come from a house of three brothers, 4 professional fights under one house. You talk about desire in boxing. You know, you're not getting much more desire than that. So we've all got desire. We've all been dedicated. I've been dedicated. I'm still here, 12 years on, 13 years on, in big fights. So, you know, let's talk about desire.
I'm sure you've seen plenty of him even before this, but even during camp as well. When you look at him, what does Anthony do well?
Obviously, he's got good, solid straight shots. He's got a good jab, a good backhand. You know, that when he gets fluent with them, he's hard to read. So that I think that's his best asset. I don't feel he's the best up close. I don't feel he's the best defensively. So, you know, it's no secret what Shane's trying to get him to box like. Not against me, I just mean in general. So he's obviously he's trying to get him to box the way McGregor gets people to box with the fluent, relaxed left hand.
Anthony has shown in the past at times that he maybe can lose a bit of discipline when it starts to get a bit wild in there. We saw it in the Fitzgerald fight when he got put over. With the pressure that you're going to put on him, we know how you like to come forward. Do you think at some point he will sort of throw caution to the wind and come out and trade with you?
He's going to have to go with me when I put my foot to the pedal, definitely. Obviously, you know, and I'm experienced enough to pick me moments. Shane's calling it that my face will be busted up after 3 or 4 rounds as if I'm just going to walk on Anthony. He knows I'm too long in the tooth for that. You know, obviously. And again, I can box. I won 5 national titles, amateur, senior ABAs. I was on the England GB setup. I just didn't stay amateur as long as Anthony did. He stayed amateur. He was 26. Otherwise, I would have had a very good amateur career also. I can box, and I think they're not forgetting that, but I think people are forgetting that. So, you know, obviously I'll box him when I need to box him, but when I put my foot to the pedal, he's got to go with me.
Liam, I know you've got your ambitions of getting back and challenging for a world title again, so that's of great importance to you. But an all-Liverpool fight, I know these fights mean a lot to your family. You mentioned up there you've never lost one. How much of an added layer is that for you going into this fight, the pride of wanting to represent the city and being victorious in a fight like this?
Of course, that brings just another bit of pressure also. It's a Scouse derby. I had enough pressure on me anyway, coming into a fight with anybody next. 2 losses back to back would kill any fighter. So, you know, obviously now it's a Scouse derby, it brings a little bit more.
In terms of the response you've got for this fight, the crowd's about, we know it's going to be lively in the arena on Saturday. Fowler, I think he said he's done 500 tickets personally. You expect it to be a pro-Smith crowd though?
Yeah, I am, to be honest with you. I'm only going off what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. But regardless if it's 50-50, if it's 60-40, I know I've got my crowd that follow me everywhere. So, you know, I won't be phased regardless of what it is.
Liam, last one. I appreciate we're getting close to the fight and you've got a lot of media to do. So, down the stretch, do you feel you can stop Anthony Fowler in this fight? What's your prediction?
Yeah, I feel obviously down the stretch. I have to competitive early doors. As soon as the fight settles down, and then obviously I feel I get to him later on.
Liam, thank you as always. Speaking of Boxing Social, and best of luck.